we don't really want that out, you know, and it's not really that important. And really,
Yeah, it's one of those deals too. Like,
I mean, how do you make it interesting? The guy punching in keyboard. You know what I mean? Seriously, typing in code. Yeah, you know, you can't visually make that interesting. So.
and then when you get to the drug testing,
Come on,
you
who wouldn't want to
just
see
can't
shooting?
Yeah. So we tried to make it where Wes was representing Deadpit and CK, and then we saw the other side through Aaron. That was kind of the point. That was kind of what we were going for with the film.
But all you
Using
guys-
Aaron to show the other side, Wes to show the Deadpit side.
In all seriousness, though, anybody else outside the show, I'm a coal miner, he's a janitor.
Yeah, when I drove to Prestonsburg, I thought he was a coal miner. And answered that question why I thought it was interesting.
So when are you guys going to tell me how to get free shit? I thought this was a seminar. But no, in seriousness,
Just
though, like,
email
this
the
isn't really a
companies,
question as
CK
much as it is a
and-
comment. I've noticed from doing different cons, you know, I'm from Detroit too, actually, Ann Arbor. You know.
Oh,
All of us
Bologna,
pussies,
man.
yeah, we say we're from Detroit, but we're really
Yeah.
just pussies that are scared to do it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Belcher lives
oh God,
downtown,
I'm going
man.
to Detroit. I'm scared. Oh God, walk with the crowd. But the thing is, like, when I come down here for cons, man, I notice, like, fans.
Come on, Rob. Come on, be a man.
Nah, man, you don't go to Detroit.
Yeah. Spoken from a true guy who's never been there.
Let's go to Detroit. You come over with me. So,
End up
the
on
thing
A-Bar.
is, when I do cons, man, like, people down here, it seems like maybe it's a religious thing that people don't talk about horror, but when they come to the cons, I get more fans that are actually knowledgeable about horror that will stand there and talk to me for, like, you know, half an hour about, you know, some obscure shit. Where in Detroit, in like the area when I do cons, nah, man, they're buying like drawing of Billy from Saw and like shit like that, and it's just like.
So down here it's more like entrenched, you think?
Yeah, they seem to be more
In the
knowledgeable
closet.
in a way. Yeah.
We kind of found that out with Goose and his group there. I mean, there's this group of filmmakers that all kind of help each other out and making movies, and one guy's acting, the other guy's directed, and you know, they have this little nexus of filmmakers. We don't have shit.
I should look at Nathan. Nathan tried to get a horror house convention in Detroit, which he called Detroit. It's actually Ipsy, which is right by my house, 2 minutes from my house, that hotel. And I had a heart out. I was like, come on. No hotel expenses, no fucking gas expenses. This is gonna be great. Money. But never happened. Because he couldn't get any interest. There wasn't any pre-sale, no internet buzz, nothing.
Yeah.
And you look at Kentucky, you got WonderCon, you got Scarefest, you got Fright Night. There's something going on down here. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, people actually care about horror.
Well, I think maybe it's because where you guys are from. I mean, in your case, and Goose, who kind of lives in the same general area as these guys. You know, you're not in a metropolitan area by any means. So when you find somebody, you hang on to them. You know, it's like, hey, this is another guy that's into horror movies or a filmmaker.
You kind of have to, I guess, network. You don't have really like a choice. I mean, it's not like you have a lot of options. You kind of have to find somebody that likes the same shit and cling on to it for dear life if you like it, because if not, you're going to be ostracized. So, I mean, you don't really have a choice. Yeah.
That was the other thing. I was thinking of Paradise Lost, and I'm like, I'm glad they didn't find bodies in your town, because you two fuckers would be staying.
Oh, man.
Well, I kept calling up Aaron saying, hey man, we need a really good ending here. You got to shoot Wes or something. And I call Wes. Hey man, Aaron's been talking shit about
Yeah, we did. I mean, we thought about having like a big wrestling work angle where we got into a big fight at the end of it. Like, disbanded Deadpit and then came back together. But, too much
One
work.
last rooftop interview.
Yeah.
Should have ended it with a Dr. Blood beatdown.
Yep.
And I got to say, in Uwe Boll's defense, he was kidding around when he was reading that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me tell you,
Hey, the challenge, he was joking around. I mean, he really was.
I wasn't joking, man.
He said he's
We
ready,
laid the
man.
challenge down and it's still standing.
He said he's ready. I got
I'm not feeling like the prison bird.
I want to see a dog kennel from hell match. Big ass.
Coal Miners Glove match. That's
Oh,
coming.
fuck that. Electric chair.
We'll electrocute you.
Yeah, the chamber board. You got a question?
Everybody's probably gonna laugh at me, but one of my favorite horror movie actors is Robert Zattar. Have you ever tried getting interviewed?
I've got a funny story about that. We have never tried to actually get an interview with Zadar, but Felsher, Felcher got an interview with him for, and this is why we never got an interview, for the Maniac Call DVD. And if you ever go back and watch that, man, because it's edited so much. Man, I don't know what's going on with him, but he spaces out.
He's
Like,
crazy.
Like minutes, like 10 minutes at a time, and just forgets what he's saying, and then comes back into it.
Let's say
So we never, he was drinking like a
a whole glass of whiskey.
He has a medical condition. He's not all there anymore.
Yeah, I did convention with him.
Yeah, he's not all there anymore.
Oh yeah, he's crushed now.
Yeah.
We did interview Bill Lustig.
I did listen. What about like someone like Richard Lynch?
Richard Lynch transfers too, motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's ready to rest. Come on.
Is that the albino dude?
Yes.
Okay.
Savage Dawn. Come on.
Transfers
too.
Never even thought about Richard Lynch. Never even thought about Sorry.
Dude, Richard Lynch is an alligator too to mutation. Hey, Super Croc fucking rocks. And watched the twice in 10 hours today.
Anybody else got anything?
I think it was good. I mean, to your credit, I mean, to listen to these guys on the show and just to kind of hear it. I mean, it's like you guys come off as, hard. It's like you give people shit because they deserve shit a lot of times. But with that, it's like I don't know. It's just really interesting to see some of the behind the scenes, and not even that, but just to kind of see where your hopes and dreams are going, or how you feel that. And I think that's one of the best things you can do with a documentary. It's like, because it's not just, hey, this is Deadpit.com. It's like, this is these guys. This is what they're about. It's like, this is, and that's a big part of it. I mean, I know it's a big part of your life, the radio show that you do. At the same time, it's like there's something else there for both you guys. It's like seeing with your dad and stuff. It's like, man, it's like it's
forbidden love.
Well, I mean, I got to give it up to these guys really, because most documentaries take years of the film crew just hanging out with these guys all the time.
We couldn't stand that show.
We didn't have that when we started this project. We kind of talked about. I mean, kind of like I don't want to speak for you guys, but in my impression was that you guys kind of thought it was going to be like an hour and a half of the Wesson or the CK and UB comedy hour type thing. Right. And after the first visit that we got to them, we kind of started talking and stuff. And I mean, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but to me, it's got, even though it's a documentary, it's got to have a story to it.
Absolutely.
Okay. And we kind of threw around different bunch of stories. We originally started with this David and Goliath story, like, these guys against Fangoria. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Joey Timpone just shoved us.
I'm
in the
sorry,
box
you
one
suck.
day.
He's never were in Strangeland.
Yeah, well, hey, we had interviewed Jim had an interview set up with Timpone.
Yeah.
And the day before, our producer in New York, Natalie, called him up and said, hey, here we're meeting so-and-so. He goes, yeah. He goes, tell me again, what is this for? I said, it's Deadpit. We're doing stock. He goes, no, I don't fucking want to do anything with Deadpit. He goes, forget it.
That's pretty much the right
Right?
And what pissed him off, evidently, was
you guys were...
we were just reporting news on their bankruptcy, I mean,
So
that was news, that wasn't bullshit.
Yeah, so halfway through shooting this, we're like, fuck, we don't have a story. I mean, we have these guys, but we don't have this. So, we kind of thought things out, and we kind of thought that, what Aaron is kind of, I don't want to say I don't want to make it too melodramatic, but kind of the argument that Aaron's going through, I think all of us can relate to it. I mean, you always want to do something that you love to do, and then you wake up one day and you go, fuck, I got to go to work. So we kind of figured that, hey, that was a really nice storyline that a lot of people could relate to. And